Hi friends, welcome. I have another intermediate advanced practice for us today. I feel like getting kind of open in the heart, doing some back bending, okay? Maybe some hip opening, we'll see. So let's get started. Okay, remember, I'll give you a lot of options. So remember to take breaks. Remember to listen to your instincts and be adventurous, but be compassionate with your body. We're going to come down into a child's pose just to start opening up the lower back and into the hips. I like to do a little rocking here, side to side. Okay, and of course, at the beginning of your practice, it's always great to tune into that breath. And use your friend, your breathing. Really big inhales. Strong exhales. Okay, we're going to start moving pretty soon here, okay? We're just going to start reaching those hands forward. And then a gentle press down in your hands is going to give you a little lift in your heart. And if it feels all right, you might even look forward to where your hands are, okay? We're going to turn this into a little twist by reaching the right hand up, okay? Reach that right hand up, take a moment, stretching across your chest and breathing. Feel free to let your head go, but try to keep your neck long. One more breath here, just stretching open in this little shape. And exhale, switch. Okay, we're going to switch it over to that left hand being up. Hold the breath here, maybe 3 breaths, okay? Finding that open shape across the chest. Feel free to let your head rest and fall. One more big breath in. And exhale, bring it down. Now let's move side to side like that. Inhale, reach it up. Maybe even back. Exhale, center. Inhale, other side up, maybe back. Exhale, center. Big shoulder movement. Let's take a few more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, building some nice warmth in the shoulders. 3 more on each side. Just finding your own rhythm. Whatever feels natural. Feel your beautiful spine twisting. 2 more on each side. And last one on each side. Okay, bring it back to your central child's pose. When you come back, take a moment, resting your head on the ground. Hopefully noticing some great warming sensations in the upper body. Okay, go ahead and walk your hands back up and in so you can come up to hands and knees here. Make a nice little flat tabletop. I will start moving around a little bit. Right knee is bent. We're going to pick up the right knee so it's just about parallel with the floor with that right thigh. And I like to imagine there's a dinner plate on my back and I don't want to drop it. So keep your hips and shoulders quite level. Okay, as you inhale and pull your hands back, find a cow shape. Pull that right toe towards your head, just as close as you can get. Exhale, pull the right knee to your nose. Let's take a few more. Inhale. And exhale. So start warming up your back body here. Really feel the glutes working. Okay, when you pull that toe towards your head. Feel your hands pulling forward. 3 more. Two more. Okay, working that side of the back, working the right side in the front, especially too. 1 more. Now hold this shape. Hold and breathe. Pull those hands back. Squeeze the elbows inward. Could we move the toe a little closer? 3, 2, and 1. Whew, set it down. Switching sides. Left leg. Left knee bent. Keep the hips level as you can. Inhale, pull the toe to your head. Exhale, pull the knee to your nose. Let's roll, okay, on this side. Nice rhythm. Just whatever your breath is naturally doing. Feel the left side now really rocking to pull that toe towards your head. 3 more. 2 more. Now hold this one that you come to next. Hold it. Pull that toe towards your nose. Pull your heart forward. Squeeze the elbows in. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Drop the knees, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. Shake your head. Okay. A little bit of warmth in the back of the legs here. A little bit of opening up as we march it out in a downward facing dog. We're going to take some spinal rolls now, just kind of waving that spine, inhaling forward through a rounded plank shape. Okay, with your exhale, bend your knees, arch or extend your spine, and press back to kind of a downward facing dog with this extended spine, looking at the hands until the last moment. Okay, let's take a few like that. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhaling, extending the spine back. Okay, I like to really exaggerate and really round out this movement, adding in some nice back bending in the form of kind of an upward facing dog shape. As you roll forward through that plank, allow the hips to sink as low as you like. Squeeze the elbows inward. Maybe look up before you roll it back. Okay, let your spinal waves take whatever shape feels most comfortable for your practice and where you want your practice to go today. It could go so many places, and you're the navigator. Okay, 3 more spinal waves. 2 more, building warmth. 1 more. I'll meet you in your downward facing dog. Okay, here we go. We have the right leg up. We're gonna stretch the right foot nice and high to the sky. Hold and breathe. And push that bottom foot down. Push the floor away with all the hands and all the feet on the floor. Okay, think about your tailbone here. We want to make sure that tailbone is still pointing back. And it's so tempting to lift that right hip, but keep the right hip as level with the left as you could. Okay, I know this is a long hold. Maybe we come up on the left tippy toe, increasing that strength, that warmth in the legs. Pull the elbows inward, look forward at your hands. 1 more big breath. Okay, exhale, step it through. Drop that foot between your hands. We're gonna drop the back knee, come on up to a little low lunge moment here. Okay, beginning to really activate those legs against the floor. Nice breathing here, push that floor down. So we wanna find all of our best alignment here. So really fine tune things. We have that slight inward squeeze of the knees. We have the shoulder blades dropping down and back. And if it feels appropriate, we might fingertip the floor underneath the shoulders, lifting hard up. Keep the belly moving in towards your spine. Okay, low lunge could just be low lunge for a few more breaths. Okay, or if you wanted to start to play around with stretching that right quad a little more, you could bend that back knee and reach back with a hand. Grab that back foot. I like to grab it with the left hand on the left foot. Ooh, got a cramp. If you get a cramp, just extend into a lunge and then back in. Okay, so grab the foot, pull it in towards your glute. Okay, face the hips forward as much as you can. And then once everything is great and you're settled into the shape that you're in, start to try to push the back foot back. Resist yourself. Hold and breathe here. the whole front side of the left thigh, releasing tension. How about one more lovely breath here? Should feel really nice, okay? As you're ready, we're gonna let it go. Send it up and back. 3-leg dog. Scorpion here. Take a little moment. Allow that left toe to, sorry, that's a right toe, to dip all the way over to the left. Okay, feel the pigeon opening up the hips. And then maybe we let that right toe drop to the floor. Flip dog. Could become a wild thing as we lift the heart up. Wherever you are, hold and breathe. Big heart. Maybe tippy toeing or tippy fingers to the ground. Then as you're ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Roll yourself back. Shake it off. Nice. Let's do another round of spinal waves. Inhaling for your rolling heart forward. Maybe that upward facing dog shape is involved. Exhale back to your downward facing. Take a few rounds. Maybe close your eyes. Let the heat kind of swirl around in your body. 3 more. Two more. Last one. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Okay. Left leg up. Lift it high. Okay, level off the hips and shoulders to the best you can. Point that tailbone back and away. Maybe the right ankle is down. Sorry, that's a heel. Maybe the right heel is down. Maybe the right heel is up. Okay, maybe you have your elbows down here. We're a little warm. And maybe this is a nice moment to play around with some balancing. Maybe strong arms. We kick up. We kick up into a balancing shape. Okay? No worry, no hurry, no rush. Into your balancing shape. If it's taking a moment, you have time. Wherever you are, take 3 more breaths. Two more. One more. Okay, we're gonna swing the left foot forward. Find a lunge. Drop the back knee. Okay, come on up to your low lunge. Push the floor away. Strong legs, pushing down. 2 knees, pull inward. Okay, imagine the hips nice and level. Sometimes one hip will try to lift. Okay, and then maybe we kind of lean back. We lift the heart up, up, up. Fingertips can touch down. Push down. One more breath here. You could stay in a low lunge shape, or we could get into this stretch where we open up the front of the right quad, front of the right thigh. So bring that right foot in towards your glute, okay? Find your shape. Do your best to face forward. I know it's tempting to face to the right. Do your best to face forward and start to pull that foot inward and then resist. So each hip is going to be totally different. Your right side and your left side will be different. And you might notice that when you do this, that one side will be totally, it doesn't even feel the same. And this is wonderful. If you notice this, go ahead and keep working on noticing those differences. One more breath in this stretch, wherever you are. Okay? Let that go. Come on out through a 3-leg dog. We're gonna scorpion it. Open up the hip. Pull the shoulders back. Make sure that tailbone points away from your head. Okay, and maybe we drop the toe. A flip dog. Maybe we lift the heart. Wild thing. Maybe we send the left fingertips to touch the ground. Okay, wherever you are, one more breath. Big in your shape, whatever it is. And spin yourself around. Downward facing dog. Nice work. Okay, walk it out here, shake it off. Ooh, should be feeling pretty warm. Okay, I think we're ready for some bending. Okay, so in your little downward facing dog shape, walk yourself over to the right side of your mat. You're just setting yourself up for space. Okay, we're gonna get the right leg up. Start to hook it over into a pigeon. And then let it drop to your flip. Okay, we're gonna find a wild thing here and then just pause. If you wanna walk your feet back a little bit towards you, you can probably roll it over and place that right hand on the floor underneath your right shoulder. And then you've got yourself a nice little wheel that you can play with. And hold and breathe. We'll take a few breaths here. Remember to line up your hands and feet nicely in parallel and then push the floor away. Strong belly muscles wrapping in towards your spine. Nice breath. Focus on the inhales and your back bends. We'll take one more big breath here. Push the floor. Let's flip it around the way we came. So maybe you walk your feet a little further away from your hands. Okay, the right hand can come up. And we could flip it over just like when we come out of a flip dog. Wow, I'll meet you in a three-legged dog. Nice stretch where you get the top foot very far away from the bottom toes. And then let it go, downward facing. You know, this is not a bad moment just to walk forward to your hands and take a little hang time. You can grab your elbows, swing and sway. Deep breathing. Let the low back relax. Let the backs of the legs relax. Okay, hang still just for a moment. Release your hands if you were grabbing them. We're gonna take a little foldy twist here just because we can. Take the right hand to the outside of the left ankle. Okay, or the thigh or the shin. There somewhere left side. And we're gonna take the right arm and look over to the right. Okay, on the inside of your right arm. So you're twisting to look to the right. The left hand is on the right ankle. And if you like, you can twist yourself even more by pulling on your little legs with your little hands. Nice breathing here. Let your spine hang. It's gonna be really tempting sometimes to try to hold your head up and look around. But just let your head hang. Just embrace being upside down. It's good for you. Big stretch into the right side. One more breath, maybe attempting to look forward if that feels okay. Okay, hard to leave that one. Let's cross through center. Now when you come through center, you're gonna notice your arms are in a little X shape. The right one is on top. Just take the right hand, stack it underneath the left arm now, and switch sides. So now you can roll your head over toward the left leg and start to dangle your head to look underneath that left arm. Nice twist here. If you like, you can start to twist around front. You can think about tucking one of your shoulders in front of a knee maybe. And doing your best. Point that tailbone up, let the head drop down. Okay, one more breath. This nice little break. Come on through. Okay, come back through. We're gonna shake it off. Parallel your feet. Roll yourself up. Okay, we're gonna take a little roll down adventure. So put a little bend in your knees. Start to really get that tailbone pointing down. Hands to your lower back, start to lift that heart. I'm gonna see if we can just curl that spine up and open and look behind. I'm taking a few breaths here, just pushing that floor. Okay, let the heart hang open on its own. No rush, no reason to rush. One more big breath in here, push that floor. And then exhale, roll that heart up, bend your knees, roll it forward. Okay, let's go back into our downward facing dog shape, and then we'll come back up after that and see if we can bend all the way down. Okay, we're gonna step it back to downward facing dog. Walk over to the left side of your mat. We're gonna have left leg up, scorpion. Hips and shoulders really pulling back to open up that left hip. Back of the right leg. And then let it drop down. Flip dog, wild thing. And we're gonna walk the feet in a little closer. You can drop down into that left hand. Okay, find your little back bend shape. Coming up on tippy toes is always fun here. Coming up on fingertips is a nice little, little flavor to try. Wherever you are, push the floor. Look between your hands. Big inhales. How about one more big breath here? Okay, we're gonna flip it back over and around. So if you slide your feet out away from your hands a little bit, you can get the left hand up and over, just like you're coming out through a three-leg dog. Okay, I'll meet you there. Stretch the top foot high. Maybe look at the hands. And set it down, downward facing dog. Walk to your hands here. Take a folding moment again. Just hanging. Okay, any tweaking in the low back, let it just kind of ease out. Okay, and then with your hands on the ground, maybe just fingertips, we're gonna walk the feet apart and drop it into a malasana squat. Okay, opening up that low back. Pressing elbows back. Okay, squat feels so great after back bending. Okay, one more nice breath in your squat. Maybe try to look up. Lift that heart up and open. And then we can let it go. Okay, let's roll it up. Okay, lifting your heart here. Start to stand up really tall and strong. Point that tailbone down. Okay, roll that heart up and open. Take a few breaths, no rush. Push the floor. At some point, you're gonna start to think about maybe looking down to see the floor, maybe reaching hands, maybe falling to your hands more or less gracefully. But we'll take a few breaths here, push the floor. And this will be our third round in this shape. So maybe we can walk one foot in closer, Reach the other one up for a little split. Yeah, keep pushing the floor with all the hands and feet available to you. Walk the other foot in a little closer and switch your split. Reach the toe high. Strong top quad. Everything strong. Oh, one more breath here. We're gonna try to pull ourselves out to standing. So as you're ready, come up light on your hands, up on your toes. We're gonna rock the weight forward into the toes. Come on up to standing. Bending at the knees, hinging at the hips. Fold it all the way down. Okay. Hanging the head. Walk it back, downward facing dog. Shake it off. Okay, nice big back bend there. I think it's time for a little bit of arm balancing. Come on forward into your plank and push the floor. Find all the little alignment cues that help you really refine your plank. I really like to remember to use my feet. That helps me a lot, pushing down into the legs as well as the hands and making that nice L shape between your thumb and forefinger. It also helps me to really squeeze the elbows inward and think of lengthening the back of the neck. Holding in your plank. One more big breath here. And then we're going to drop down to the elbows. Okay, maybe ready to come up into another forearm stand here. So go ahead and find your elbows shoulder width. We're going to tiptoe the feet in nice and close. One leg up. And we should be able to ideally gently pop up. Some days it works once, some days it works after a few tries, but either way, come on up. Nice breathing here. Bend the knees, maybe extend them. Okay, maybe here we let the toes drop to the floor. We can take a nice little heart opener here. Okay, nice breathing, looking down between your elbows. You can do tippy toes here. Sometimes it's fun to kind of walk to your hands. See if you can grab a foot. Maybe one foot reaches up. Maybe you switch. Nice breathing. We're going to try to come out the way we came in. Pull it back through. Meet you in a plank. Okay, nice work. I'm a little bit pumped. Hope you are too. Keep breathing. Push the floor in your plank. Lengthen that spine. Think of lifting your belly muscles up and away. Smile. Okay, one more breath in your plank. I know you're probably a little bit pumped. Okay, we're gonna bring it into a pigeon pose. So bend your right knee, send it forward, pigeon. We're gonna stay up a little bit. So find all the central tenets of your pigeon posture, okay? Pushing the floor down with two legs. Trying gently to pull those knees inward. So giving that floor a little resistance. Start to lift the heart here. Maybe keep the fingers down beside. Who knows? We'll take a few moments here in some pigeon variations. Okay, keep pushing down on that floor. Maybe we really work the back bending aspect here, lifting the belly up and in toward the spine. I like to add a little twisting action here where the left hand just draws back on the left leg and the right arm arches over. Big breathing. Okay, maybe just a few more shapes we could cultivate here. Maybe we start to cultivate that bind where we grab the back foot. You could use same hand to same side foot if you like, or you could use opposite hand to foot, okay? Either way, you're gonna grab the foot on the inside, okay, of the arch, and you're gonna allow the hand to hold on while the elbow revolves to point upward, okay? Same thing on either side, whether it's the front or the back side, or whether it's right or left. So once you get that foot, you can start to gently move it towards your head. And you can also resist your grip a little bit. Try to move the foot away from you. And that might help. Keep breathing wherever you are. If one hand is fine, try two. Or try switching, okay? Find some fun expression in your pigeon. We'll take a few more breaths. Okay, as you're ready, release whatever you bound. Bring the hands forward again. Downward facing dog. Lift the hips. Drop your head. Okay, let the low back release. Find your plank, hold and breathe. Push that floor. Okay, we're going into the left side now. Pigeon, bring that left knee forward. Okay, it's totally cool if your pigeon is totally different on this side. Okay, I know mine is. It's a totally different animal. Okay, so start to push that floor with your legs. 2 legs. Just enough resistance, pulling the knees slightly toward each other. Start to draw the shoulder blades down the back as you lift your belly up and in. Strong back muscles here. Okay, you might get some adjustments in your spine and your hips as you're moving. Okay, start to work your back bend maybe. Lifting that heart. Nice breathing here. Maybe you add that little twisty action where the right hand just slides down the right leg. Okay, maybe we bind that back leg somehow. We can use same or opposite hand. Grab the inside of the foot, okay? And then you could point the top elbow up, okay? Either way. Pretty much the same idea. Grab the inside of the foot, point the elbow up. Both ways good. You can use one hand, 2 hands, push the floor, lift the heart. Okay, nice stretch across the front of the right thigh here. So feel free to work that thigh stretch and gently pull that toe towards your head. Maybe you let your head just rest on your little foot. Okay, one more breath in your pigeon shape, opening up in front. And come out slowly. Drop the hands. Send it back. Downward facing dog. Okay, very nice work. think it's time for us to start cooling it down and bringing the energy level back down to earth, okay? I don't know about you, when I do back bending and heart opening, a lot of energy gets released and I feel exhilarated, and sometimes I get a little too much adrenaline flowing and it kind of upsets my little balance. So we have to be sure when we excite and we stir up these things in our practice that we balance them, okay? And in that spirit, move it forward to your plank. Use your core, use your shoulders, use everything to push the floor away. Breathe deeply, feel your spine and your low back neutralizing. Okay, drop those knees, drop the hips to one side. I'm going to take the legs out into a straddle. Alrighty. Find a nice straddle shape. Remember that your straddle doesn't have to be big to be effective. It can be very gentle. Okay? As much as you like. Take those feet wide. Start to push the floor and activate the legs. You can flex, you can point, but do have active legs. And let's just try really pushing those legs into the ground here. Push that floor. See if you could roll the heart forward. Coming down to elbows with a long spine. If we have a long spine with elbows, we might perhaps have a long spine with the heart on the floor, but we don't have to push it, right? There's no reason to push. We're just going to take a breath or two here. We'll be back, but for now, come on up. Lean back and scoop your legs up. We're going to bring the feet together, knees out, and we're going to set up a stacked logs. Start to stretch out these legs. Okay, let's get the right knee stacked over left ankle under right knee. Stack everything up. Stand up nice and tall. And we're just going to breathe here now. Pushing down with your knees into the earth. Okay, the more gentle resistance you can experiment with here, the better results you can get from your stretching. Okay, keep pushing the floor. Maybe you just allow the heart to drift forward over your shins. Make sure the heart is leading and not the top of your head. This is a good time to close your eyes and just notice how you feel. Push the floor with your legs. Push it some more. Okay, what a great stretch. This is one that I could just stay in forever. Okay, but for our purposes, I'll back us out just enough that we can get into a cow face pose. So draw the knees together here. You can start with the feet close to you, but sit both hips firmly down, and then we can start to work the feet away. Okay, once you're there, start to push those legs down into the floor. And now we're getting into the outer hip. Who knows, on whatever side, maybe inner hip, outer hip, but breathe into it all. Push that floor. Could always decide to lean forward here if you wanted. Allowing the heart to lead, of course. How about one more lovely breath here? Push the floor. Okay, feels so great across the back of the pelvis as we really spread all that tissue out. Okay, work yourself out. We're gonna take the legs out into a straddle and try it again. And see if this one is any different. Okay, whatever straddle seems nice, find it, activate those legs, plug them both in towards your hips, and start to lead that heart forward, forward, and forward. Keep pushing the floor down and pulling the legs back. Sometimes it's fun to do a little elbows together and drop your head between your arms. Try to look forward in that little space between your elbows. Hi. One more breath in your straddle. And take your time coming up. Let's do the other side. So lean back. You can scoop up your knees, put your feet together, and start to stack the left leg over the right this time for our double pigeon shape. Okay? One of the most, just such a wonderful stretch for the hips. Okay, and then just so resetting for the lower body. So get yourself in there, start to push the legs down into the earth. Okay, resist that earth. And then maybe the heart starts to roll forward over the legs. Keep the ankles flexed. Okay, super helpful just to really flex them. It'll actually make your life easier and more effective, the posture. Take a few more breaths here. This is definitely one we want to give time. We don't want to rush. We can receive so many wonderful benefits with a little extra time here. Push that floor. Even if you feel tension or fatigue, as long as you feel no pain and you feel like it's right, you can kind of deal with a little bit of the intensity and make kind of a meditation out of it. Think of it as the release of tension. One more breath, hard to leave. Okay, walk it out. Cow face. Bring the knees together. Feet close at first. Farther away once you settle in. Both hips down. Okay. Nice breathing here. Push the floor. Okay, great release behind the hips. All up into the lower back. So just let it kind of wash over you for a few more breaths. Maybe close your eyes. Feel your body cooling down. And lead that heart forward. Okay. This is another one that's hard to say goodbye to. But for our purposes, one more breath. And walk it out. Lean back. Let's do one more straddle, okay? Just to see how it goes. Take the feet wide. Okay. Feeling really nice and open all around the hips. Hopefully into the low back as well. Okay, we're going to try that straddle one more time. Come on down. Okay, take a few breaths here, pushing the floor. Really strong legs will make your life easier here. Maybe walk the hands over toward one foot. Get a side stretch. Keep pushing that floor though. Don't stop. Okay, walk the hands over to the other foot. Take a little stretch over there. Try to get both the hips down. Okay, back through center. Let's walk it up and out. Okay, just because we're here, we might as well try each side split before we go. Let's see if we could roll into right side. Sorry, I think this is left side. Roll into left side. See what we have there. We keep pushing the floor. We can flex or point. We can lift the heart. And roll it back through center. Let's see what we have on the other side. You never know. You never know what's going to be waiting on the other side of your body. Okay? Take a few breaths, just seeing how your other side split goes. Maybe you have a nice stretchy shape here you'd like to explore. Okay. Take your time. We're going to come back through center. And slide those feet back together. Okay, time for a really deep fold. But first, a little bit of core work. Drop the hands underneath your shoulders and get your shoulders very far away from your ears. Okay, glue your legs together. We're gonna push down and lift the legs up, holding those legs up with your strong core for 3 breaths. Let it burn, let it shake for 2 breaths. You can do it for 1 more breath. Push that floor. Just come down softly and fold. Okay, move that heart forward towards your feet. Okay, really want to see the heart leading here. It's fine to gently tug on your legs, but don't be forceful and don't hurt yourself. Okay, I find a lot of great results just by gently resting your hands on the floor and letting the heart move forward. So nice breathing here. Okay, if you want, you can really accentuate that spinal stretch and move the heart closer to the feet. Nice breathing here. Okay, take your time. We're going to roll it up and all the way back using core strength. Maybe legs in the air here. Okay, but it's time to begin to rest. So maybe just for a few breaths, circling ankles out in the air. Letting all that blood and lymph drain back down to your body. Okay, and we'll just lower the legs down slowly, using your core strength. Slow, slow. Strong and slow. And when your legs land, close your eyes. It's time to rest. Nice work today. We opened up some heart space. We wrung out the spine. We worked and opened the shoulders and the hips, as well as into the legs. I'm proud of us, and you should be proud of yourself. Let your body rest this way for as long as you can. Notice the moment passing. Notice what's happening right now. This is where I'll leave you for our practice today. Thanks so much.